You should have realized the might of my senior, Devin Bradley, by now. You're humiliating yourself by challenging us. The chubby woman, Gianna Richards, lifted her chin arrogantly. You guys are too much, the young martial artist said bitterly. This is ridiculous. Just because you're good doesn't mean you can act entitled. Remember, this is the Alliance, not somewhere for you to act like thugs. That's right, get out of here. Or don't blame us for being rude. The crowd of martial artists raised their voices in protest, their expressions filled with righteous anger. The group had not only cut in line, but they also got violent. Their behavior was just too much. Oh, look, they still dare go against us. Gianna looked around and yelled, "You bunch of losers. Do you have any idea who we are? Listen carefully. We are the personal disciples of Noel Yancey, one of the 4 branch masters of Boulderthorn." What, Mr. Yancey's disciples? Everyone was shocked. Boulderthorn was one of the top major sects in Valerno. It had 8 guild masters, 4 branch masters, and 1 leader of the branch masters. The leader of the branch masters seldom showed himself in public. So the 4 branch masters largely governed the affairs of Boulderthorn. Mr. Yancey was skillful and powerful. He was also a respected elder within the Alliance. His words held absolute authority within this martial arts alliance branch. In fact, just one word from him could get them expelled from the Alliance. They could even end up with a price on their head. Anyone who offended Mr. Yancey would never survive in the martial arts scene in Valerno. So when the furious martial artists found out who Gianna was, they immediately fell silent. They all looked away, not daring to make a sound. Humph, frightened now. Let me ask one more time. Who else dares challenge us? Gianna swept a gaze across the crowd. Those who met her eyes quickly averted their gazes and lowered their heads. After all, Boulderthorn Branch Master's personal disciples were not ordinary martial artists. They shouldn't be messed with. Is Boulderthorn that great? You think you can break the rules and attack people just because you're from Boulderthorn? The young martial artist didn't back down. Ha, guess you won't cry till you see death in the eyes. Gianna glared at the young martial artist. She said haughtily, "Devin, since this guy won't respect us, let's teach him a lesson." All right, with a smirk, Devin stepped forward. He lifted the young martial artist off the ground and above his head. "Let me go." The young martial artist struggled wildly, but it was in vain. Compared to the muscular Devin, he seemed like a weak chick. He was absolutely powerless. "Don't want to give in? Well, I'll make sure you will with my fists." Devin held the young martial artist tightly with both hands. He spun him around a few times before moving to slam him down forcefully.